This may take a few moments while I tune in. Shireen, this is a very interesting thing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the fact that when we live on Earth, we don't always come back as the same gender. We live many different lifetimes where we live as a man, a woman, rich, poor, to gain greater life experience. And I'm taken back to a time where you lived very much on the front line of a great move of pioneering. And that was when America was colonized. Because I see you driving a wagon, as a man, driving a wagon, looking after people, trying to get them, keep them safe while dealing with a new world, a new country, strange things happening. And you were a very stern person. You knew that you had to give the instructions and people had to follow them, because anybody that didn't live according to the rules would endanger the entire group. And I see that you had it's almost like you preferred working with horses and cattle than what you preferred working with humans. You were a person who didn't always care about how people were feeling, but the bigger picture and the safety of everybody was paramount to you. So you were almost like a cross between a CEO, a warrior, and an engineer, where you were like always doing things and fixing things. And what you brought from that lifetime into this one is still a desire to fix things for people. But sometimes a side to your nature that may be seen as slightly unreasonable, because there may be a tendency at times to maybe not want to acknowledge that other people also know what they can do, so it's almost like a my way is the only way kind of thing. And it's very interesting because this lifetime, the character makeup, or the makeup of your names and the astrological influences have given you a great deal of sensitivity to other people, and to what's right for people. So there's this balance of, phew, I could just so flatten them and do it properly, but there's the other side of you that says, well, we need to actually be fair. So in this lifetime, you're learning to, pardon me, you're learning to temper that drive, that, can I call it push, that pushiness, that bossy side, with becoming more and more aware of how words and actions actually impact on people. Okay. And I have a message from your guides to say there's much acknowledgement, because you spend a lot of time thinking about that. Okay. I'm being shown another lifetime. Let me just see. I'm being shown a very, very painful life where you were captured and sold into slavery. and you were really treated very, very badly by the people that owned you. I see a great deal of suffering and a great deal of pain, anger, disappointment, and such a strong desire to have a life that actually is noticed and meaningful. I'm not allowed to see too much in that lifetime other than to say that you probably have a strong dislike for slavery or domination of any kind, and that in times where you feel stuck or limited, where other people will say, oh, these are challenging circumstances, it might remind you of, this feels like I felt this before, but I never could get out of it, which is the slavery, the memory of the slavery, that the only way out was death then in those days, because you couldn't even escape. But in this lifetime, you don't take limitations easily. It affects you here. While you might not be able to change anything, there's a strong part of you that just, you don't want to be enslaved by all these things that make it difficult for you to move around. So the urge to make your life better is far stronger in you than what other people can even understand. And I'm sure you haven't even tried to explain it, because sometimes you don't even know where these feelings come from. But the sense of being a slave to somebody, and somebody who dominates you, is there's such a, almost, can I say it, a revulsion, such a powerful dislike of that it may affect your relationships in some way and kick off the impulsive reaction that, oh, this isn't working for me, I'm just going to bail out and try doing things again. So you do need to understand the difference between accepting that circumstances are holding you in a particular position, instead of allowing that position to put your brain, your mind into mental slavery, where other influences, other people, whatever gets you going, with those things limit your ability to see your life and yourself with clarity. And this is the deeper meaning behind these cycles that you're going through, where a limiting environment and the need to keep your spirit and your mind fluid, interested in new things, learning new things, coming up with new strategies and ideas. This is your lifetime where you have more power than what you had in that lifetime. You only had the power of the force of the limitations that you had here. But in this lifetime, you have opportunities to change and to try different things and to connect with people and to not be as isolated as you were in those lifetimes. So I hope this helps you to understand a little bit more of the powerful urges that drive you in life, that maybe have been difficult to explain to other people. So I hope this gives you a little bit of insight into that, and that you can start to work with this correctly so that you can make the best of these opportunities that the next 5 years hold for you to grow and to integrate more and more parts of yourself and find your true power to overcome and change things in your life. There's no other messages there, so I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for asking me to look at these things for you, Shireen. What you've just seen are some samples of real life recordings that I made for clients. If you'd like me to do a video recording for you of either astrology, astronumerology, messages from your spirit guides, an analysis of your aura, or information about your past lives, do contact me. My contact details are at the end of this video.